What is up, my Lorcana Goons? Welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. My name is Kevin, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to go cow fishing. So, Shimmering Skies has introduced a lot of new cards in the set that make a lot of different color combinations playable, in my opinion. I've been talking about how good Chicha is, how good Clarabelle is in our Market Watch videos and on social media. So, if you guys are on Twitter, be sure to follow the Lorcana Goons account on Twitter and all that stuff, because I've been posting deck lists like this deck list you see here. This is my mid-range cow fishing deck. It's a Sapphire Emerald deck that is meant to utilize the ability of Clarabelle, Fishbone Quill, and all these other amazing cards. Now, there is a list floating around from some tournaments of a green-blue deck that plays more of like an item variant with like bells, tamatoas, lucky dimes, but this is the list that I've been working on personally because I want something that's more catered to my local meta, at least, which is a lot of Hyper Aggro, a lot of Ruby Amethyst. And to be honest, the more I play this deck, the more I'm realizing that it does have great matchups against most of the meta decks, if not all of them. Sometimes I still can't tell if I'm just misplaying or if it's the deck, but I do think it might just be my misplays. But all in all, I'm having some really good matches with this deck. I've tested against Ruby Amethyst, I've tested against Amber Steel, Hyper Aggro, Ruby Sapphire, things that I guess I know I'm going to see in my meta, and I've been able to see results. So basically, let's break this down real quick, starting from our one-cost characters or one-cost cards in general. We're only playing one Clarabelle, Clumsy Guest, 4 of the Diablo, Maleficent Spy, and 2 Hidden Cove for our 1-drops. I think that's perfect with a deck like this. We don't really always need to see a 1-drop, but when we do, I'm down for it to be a good one like Hidden Cove or Diablo. The 1-drop Clarabelle is more of like a situational card. If you don't know what this does, when you play this character, you can pay 2 extra ink to banish a chosen item, so it's very good against like a Sapphire mirror match in the late game, and early game you're able to combo this off with something like 1 jump ahead so that you can actually shift your Clarabelle just a little bit earlier. For 2-drops, we're playing our 4 copies of Ursula Deceiver because we need to get rid of the Be Prepareds, the sudden chills, the songs that the opponent has, especially in the Emerald mirror matches. We want to capitalize on that. And we're also playing 4 copies of Chicha. That's going to be all for our 2-drops, so 8 2-drops, 7 1-drops, I guess technically, because of the Clarabelle. Chicha is a great card. This card is a Sapphire player's dream. Basically says anytime you ink for your second time, you draw a card. So most of the time you want to set up Chicha on turn 2. Turn 3, you can then play a card like 1 jump ahead, or you can use something like Fishbone Quill, and every time you use that second ink, you're going to draw an extra card, basically letting you ink that resource for free, which is really nice. And if you have double Chicha on the board, yes, you will stack. You will draw 2 cards every time you get that second ink. And what's good about Chicha is that she has an extra ability of support, which when you first read it, you don't think twice about. But as you're playing a lot in this Hyper Aggro meta, this is really important. This Chicha can contest certain cards like Piglet, Pooh Pirate Captain. Sometimes you're playing Diablo into Chicha or Ursula into Chicha and stuff like that, and it lets you later on use Chicha's ability to get some good value trades with characters like your Ursula, your Grandma, even your Hades, which is nice. And Chicha stays on there as like a problematic draw card for a little bit, and then when you decide you don't have the ability to draw off Chicha anymore, you can start using your support ability to get some nice trades, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have our 3-cost characters and cards. We are playing 4 of the Clarabelle Wallflower. This card's pretty good. It's a 3/2/3 inkable card that says when you play this character, if your opponent has more cards than you draw a card. Very reminiscent to Maleficent. Then we're playing the Shift Diablo. Obviously, this Diablo is somewhat mandatory in a lot of Emerald decks because it's a draw engine. He's a Floodborn, and we can shift him by discarding any of our actions that we have here, like the 4 copies of 1 Jump, Bruno, 3 copies of Let It Go, and 3 copies of Under the Sea, which is nice. And then we have our Fishbone Quill as our 3-drop. I was playing 4, but I cut it down to 3 because against those like aggro matchups, against certain matchups, you don't want to see this card, especially if you can see cards like 1 Jump Ahead or Donald instead. That rhymed. It helps you not have to use Fishbone Quill, but against a lot of other decks, having Fishbone Quill in combination with Clarabelle is just GG. The best play in this deck is to utilize Fishbone Quill to empty your hand, then shift or play a Clarabelle with 7 ink and refill your entire hand, because usually your opponent will still have at least 4 to 5, maybe even 6 cards in their hand, letting you draw that many cards as well. So having that combination, having that ability ability to refill your hand and potentially see cards like Let It Go, Hades, We Don't Talk About Bruno. Very powerful. Under the Sea is a board wipe. It reminds me a lot of Be Prepared, but the biggest difference is obviously you keep your own characters. And Clarabelle's ability sometimes reminds me of playing Whole New World, especially when I'm using Fishbone Quill with it. It feels like I'm playing Sapphire Steel and I'm just getting rid of my entire hand and then I'm slapping a Whole New World. But the best part is my opponent isn't drawing 7 cards. We're matching in hand size, but you're not drawing 7, which is kind of cool. For 4-cost characters, we're only playing 3 copies of Grandma Tala. For a while, I did like Develop Your Brain in this deck, but I'd rather just play a Grandma Tala, which is a Develop Your Brain with legs, is what it feels like. There's also argument to playing songs like You're Welcome, but the 4-cost slot in this deck is kind of weird. It doesn't come up too often, but there are plenty of scenarios where you do have to play a 4-cost on turn 4. You'll go 1 jump on turn 2, and then turn 4, why not play a Grandma? So that does help a lot sometimes. For 5-cost characters, we are playing Donald Duck Flatfoot. This is a new card from Shimmering Skies. 5-cost inkable character, 3 strength, 4 willpower, and he quests for 2. So those stats aren't bad by any means. And he has an ability like Mickey Mouse Detective, very similar. When you play this character, you may put the top card of your deck into the inkwell exerted. So this does combo off with Chicha. This is another way for you to be able to draw cards. And if you're doing it on curve, you'll Chicha on turn 2, turn 3, you'll use 1 jump ahead, and then turn 4, you'll be able to have 5 inks to play this Donald. That gets you to turn 7. You're drawing extra cards every time you do this. And once you're at turn 7, bam, you can start playing Hades, Clarabelles, and even your Dr. Faciliers, which is really nice. Our only other 5-cost character in this deck is going to be Lucifer. Lucifer is a flex spot in this deck, but Lucifer being a card that I think is really good right now against a lot of Sapphire decks. Obviously, depending on how the meta shapes, this card may come in and out, but this card also hits Be Prepared. It's like a 5th version of Ursula Deceiver, and oftentimes, because your opponent is trying to play around your Clarabelle, they like to dump their hand and minimize their own hand size, and they don't play around Lucifer by doing that sometimes. So you can kind of hit them with the double whammy and then play Lucifer after they've been dumping their hand to make them feel even worse about dumping their hand. And we also are playing 5-cost songs like we talked about. We have the 4 We Don't Talk About Bruno, 3 copies of Let It Go. These are very good. It's the removal that you have in this color combination. I think you have to really appreciate removal this format. Let It Go is, I think, lesser to Bruno just because Let It Go does give the ink to the opponent, and on curve, sometimes you don't want to be doing that. But in the later game, it's not that big a deal, so you do want to have that Let It Go for like instant spot removal. And the best part is, since you're ramping into your big characters, all your big characters can sing these cards, which is really nice. Again, there is merit to playing something like You're Welcome because your big characters can also sing You're Welcome. And then for 7 drops, the bread and butter, we have the 4 copies of Clarabelle, a Light on Her Hooves, amazing card, Shift 5, the body of 5 strength and 6 willpower is very intense actually. There's not a lot of cards that can one-shot this. You can't even use Along Came Zeus to get rid of this on 1 turn, which is kind of crazy. And she quests for 2. She's going to refill your hand. She's a shiftable character, so sometimes you could even shift her on turn 4 because you're playing 1 jump ahead or something like that. So shifting this on turn 4 while being able to also dump your hand with cards like Fishbone Quill, Diablo shifting, it's a really consistent combo. You really want to appreciate the Clarabelle in your hand if you do open this up in your mulligan, I think. But the mulligan can be kind of matchup dependent. Sometimes if you're playing against a more faster aggressive deck, you might not want to keep this Clarabelle because it is a little bit harder to get into that turn 7 if you're not playing your Fishbone Quills, and sometimes those faster aggro decks don't give you a chance to even refill your hand off Clarabelle. But one of the best plays that I like doing, and you'll see in this video in a sec, is shifting Clarabelle to let you sing Under the Sea way quicker. This is a 7-cost character, so when you shift this, if you have any other character on board, you're going to be able to sing Under the Sea, which is really strong in my opinion. I was actually able to get some practice games in that I recorded with my boy Bag. He played a series of decks ranging from Ruby Amethyst to the Amber Amethyst Hyper Aggro, and recorded those, so you'll see those in a sec. Granted, I am teaching him how to play Lorcana still, so there are some plays that he does that are, I guess I would say, questionable. He's a great player, great person to test with, and I feel like I did get to showcase the power of the cow fishing deck. And this is more of a tempo deck. You want to be able to play characters on turns 1 through 5 back to back to back, and you want to be able to control the board with your Hades, your Faciliers, your We Don't Talk About Brunos, especially after drawing from Clarabelle. But what I really like about this deck is that Clarabelle isn't your only draw engine. I want to emphasize that because there is importance in using your mulligan to find cards like Chicha or find the combo pieces you need for Diablo, because sometimes Diablo plus Chicha will let you run away with the entire game, and then you're able to just finish the game off by playing Facilier later on and questing for 3. Facilier also has that ability whenever you quest with him, you choose a character and they can't quest. So against hyper aggro decks, you can control the early game with the Cloud Kicker, the Chichas, your Coves, and stuff like that. And then later on as the game progresses, you can use your Under the Sea, you can use your Faciliers to stop them from questing. It's also very good against Ruby Amethyst actually. It's a 4/4 body with evasive. There's actually not that many cards in Lorcana that can out the Facilier effectively. It's kind of a weird card in this deck, but I feel like I just needed a game closer, and a lot of times when I play this deck without the Facilier, I find myself not being able to close the games out. So like your heavy questers really are your Donald, your Faciliers, and your Hades or your Clarabelles. Even the Lucifer quest for 2, so you really want to appreciate those. Your mulligans should consist of you seeing a Diablo combo, a Chicha plus ramp package, either keep your Clarabelle Wallflower or only keep your hooves if you have a shiftable Clarabelle with it. Certain cards like Cloud Kicker are cards that are good against certain matchups but not good against other matchups. So against like certain Sapphire decks, you'll ink away your Cloud Kicker really quickly, but against Emerald matchups or maybe even Amber matchups, you want to keep that Cloud Kicker. And sometimes just keeping the curve of like Chicha 1-jump Donald is really important, especially if you're on the play. Definitely do not keep Under the Sea in your hand, even against the hyper aggro matchups. I'm not sure if it's entirely worth it, and I feel like your deck is good enough to be able to see certain cards like Cloud Kicker or the Hidden Cove combos like I was talking about. Or even better, you can play Grandma later on and find it off of your Grandma. One of the issues I do have with this deck is losing to opposing Ursula Deceivers, because sometimes against Emerald matchups, they can read that you're trying to Under the Sea them. That's still something that I have to learn to play better. But overall, especially in this current meta, I think people are sleeping on this deck. But definitely get your practice reps in. Definitely test this deck against other matchups, because I find myself needing that practice to learn certain game plan strategies against certain decks. My hardest matchup so far has been playing against my friend's budget red-green evasive deck. I think as the meta shifts, there's also other cards I would consider adding to this deck, like Cogsworth, in case we ever hit like a heavy steel meta. I still like cards like Develop Your Brain in this deck because it helps you find your Clarabelles when you need it. And for a long time, I was playing cards like Cricky because it quests for 3, which is not bad either, and it helps you out locations. You could also play Cusco in this deck if you do feel like you need more outs to items and locations, but I don't think it's necessary right now. And I have seen people toy with the ability of playing the new Mufasa card in this deck as well, but the uninkable count is pretty high. We are already at 19 uninkables in this deck, which isn't too bad for most Sapphire decks. I feel like a lot of Sapphire decks can afford to play 20-ish uninkables, especially because we're playing Fishbone Quill. But in general, it's not something that you want ever to cause you to lose a game. So I always want to take the inkable slash uninkable count into consideration. There is a world where we cut out maybe one Chicha and play 3 so that we can mess around with that uninkable count. But right now, I kind of like where it's at. For a long time, I had Hades only at 2, but because it is one of the few removal cards in Sapphire that doesn't have much of a condition, I feel like we need to bump it to 3. Also quests for 2. And there's a world where I take out Lucifer and put ourselves to 18 uninkables and play another inkable card instead, like a 4th Grandma or something. Alright, so I'm gonna run through like 2-3 mulligans real quick with the deck. Alright, here we open up with Clumsy Guest Clarabelle, Let It Go, 1 Jump Ahead, Dr. Facilier, We Don't Talk About Bruno, a Clarabelle Wallflower, and a Chicha. So like I was saying, I definitely want to keep Chicha in the opening hand and maybe a Clarabelle depending on the rest of the hand. We opened up some ramp as well for the Chicha, so that's good. That does leave us with 2 uninkable cards in our hand right off the bat, so I might want to keep a card for ink, so I'm always down to keep this Clarabelle on turn 3, which is not bad. We can also keep this Clarabelle as a turn 1 play, but the issue there is like we just don't need to play it on turn 1 sometimes, and I'd rather see a Diablo maybe. Or there's also a world where we see the shift Clarabelle, which would let us shift it a turn early, which is even nicer because on turn 3 we can play Clarabelle, sing 1 jump, and then the next turn shift this same Clarabelle. So I will get rid of the Bruno, Facilier, Let It Go, and Clumsy Guest Clarabelle. Let's see what we get. And we got, okay, so we got our 1-drop. We got a Diablo. We also got Bruno, which is not bad. And then we got an extra 1-jump, so some more ramp there, and a Facilier. So now we have 2 potential draws and ramps with this Chicha combo right here. With this hand, I don't really think we're going to ink and play Diablo on the first turn, depending if we're going first or second. If we're going second and the opponent's playing something aggressive, then we probably do want to play Diablo. But if we're going first blind, I'd probably just ink Diablo pass, so that next turn I can play Chicha, and the turn after that we'll play Clarabelle, sink 1 jump off the Chicha, start drawing some cards or something. All right, this one we have Focus Flatfoot Donald. We have a Hades, Schemer, Shift Clarabelle, Fishbone, Diablo, Kick, Cloud Kicker, Grandma. So we can do the combo of like super greedy and keep Fishbone Clarabelle and hope that gets us there, which is very reasonable, especially right now. I don't think people are really playing Benja and stuff like that, so that could be a combo we keep as well. Oftentimes I like to keep Diablo, but we don't have an action card for the Diablo, nor do we have a one drop Diablo, so I kind of don't want to keep it. And our turn 3 might be Fishbone Quill anyway, so if we're going first, I would probably just keep Fishbone Clarabelle. If we're going second, there's a world where I keep the Cloud Kicker / Diablo as well. And I don't keep this combo because it is kind of risky if we're going second, because it is a little bit hard to catch up on that, I think. But let's assume we're going first blind. I will keep the combo of Fishbone Clarabelle, and boom, we drew a 1-drop Clarabelle, which is really nice. We also have a little curve going of a 1-drop, 2-drop, 1-jump Cloud Kicker. Depending on how we draw or what we draw, we can play Clarabelle on turn 1. Turn 2, we can ink pass or ink 1-jump. Turn 3, we'll have 4 ink available, so we can set something like Fishbone Facilier. And then turn 4, we're already going to be at 5 to 6 ink, so we can shift our Clarabelle for 5, and then we can maybe dump our hand with Fishbone Quill and just draw like 5 cards. So the odds of that surviving is pretty high, unless your opponent is going to use the random cards like Teeth and Ambitions or Storm Rage on your 1-drop Clarabelle, which isn't really going to be doing anything on board anyways. And even if they do that, you still got Fishbone Quill to get you to 7 naturally, so you're going to be able to just dump your hand and, play into that Clarabelle, which is nice. All right, one more mulligan real quick. We opened up a 1-jump hitting Cove, Hades, but we don't talk about Bruno, Lucifer, Clarabelle, and Donald Duck Flatfoot. This is the clumsy Clarabelle, by the way. So with this hand, I'll probably will just keep the 1-jump and the Cove and put back everything else. I usually like to keep this Clarabelle Flatfoot for the later game in case I am playing against an item deck. It's not my favorite 1-drop. I'd rather play a Cove on turn 1. Again, depending if we know we're playing against an aggro deck. But if I'm going in blind, there's some other cards I'd rather see here, like Diablos, or I'd rather see maybe a Chicha for this 1-jump, or even a big Clarabelle. Donald's not bad though, but it's just not my favorite card to see right off the bat unless I have like a good curve going. So no good curve going. We could have kept Donald, which would have been nice for this Clarabelle, but we did see Fishbone Quill, so our turn 1 might just be hitting Cove or Diablo, and then we'll just try and ramp from there with the Fishbones and the 1-jumps and get into this Clarabelle so that we can draw 4 to 5 cards and refill our hand. All right, so now that you've seen me mulligan a couple times, let's go ahead and check out these test games. So I'm here with my boy Biggie Bag, when we're playing on Tabletop Sim. Just imported the decks. So we're gonna go first. As you know, I'm playing the Goon. I definitely want to keep this. I want to keep alright, so this is for sure combo right here, so I'm keeping these. And this is pretty much combo, so I'm keeping these. I'm confident we'll draw another Clarabelle. So we're gonna go ahead and put these back. Oh, and there's combo.
How many did you do?
I did 4. No, I did 3.
Alright, I'm gonna do 4.
So we drew combo. That's what we wanted to see. And I'm going first. He did 4. Okay, so I'm gonna start us off by inking a Facilier. And we're gonna pay 1 for Diablo. Show me the goods. Show me the goods, buddy. Show me your hand. Alright, so you're playing against Rubiam. He has Brawl, Fuens on the other side, Double Bounce, Goat, Crab, and Sisu. Alright, go ahead. So we'll see how he plays this out. He has some outs to my outs, but I have some good cards too.
I'm gonna ink a Goat, and I'm gonna play Ruby.
Ruby Chromacon. Ruby Chromacon. 1 cost.
And,
okay. Ink a Goat.
I will pass turn.
Sure you're inking the Goat? Alright. I'm gonna make you pay for that, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ink this Clarabelle. Play Ursula on turn 2 and get that Friends out of your hand that I seen just a second ago. A lot of value right there. And yeah, Fox. What was your hand? Oh, Double Comic-Con. Yeah, that's what we drew. Okay, so now I'm gonna discard. We don't talk about Bruno, and we're gonna shift into our Diablito. Cost for 1. Oh, my Lorcana is not working. Is it working for you? Oh, thank you. And then I'll pass there. I'll draw 1 for Diablo.
I'm not doing that. Let's see here.
That is very important. It's very important to ink. It's very important to ink your songs against Emerald, my goons. You definitely want to ink your songs against an Emerald deck.
Let's see.
So we're starting off with some draw power, which is what I like.
Ink the Merlin. Whoa.
Okay. Merlin Crab. And you're gonna play a Goat for 1.
And I'll pass.
All right, ready, set, draw. Ooh. Okay. So We drew some interesting cards. This Chicha combos very well with this card that we just drew. This Donald Duck. Very nice. But we can't do that yet, so we'll set that up for like 2 turns from now. So we'll ink this, let it go. And we'll play this Clarabelle. And Clarabelle, it's like Maleficent. If you have more cards than I do in your hand, then I get to draw a card on play. So I'll draw a card. It's a nice effect. Not the nicest draw. And we're gonna go ahead and quest for 1. Can you give me a lore? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Huh. Weird. And then I'm not gonna quest here because you have Fox in your hand. So I'm gonna pass there. I'm gonna draw for Diablo. Nice draw. Not a bad draw at all.
Let's see.
Actually, this is really good because next turn I have a play.
Let's go Inca Madam.
Okay, gonna ink a Fox. Brawl my Diablito. Understandable. We saw that coming.
And then
They got us some draw power. That's what I wanted.
I'll pass.
Or pass there. Okay, so no. That's another thing too. Can't play a character because you use all your ink there. Okay, so I have a really spicy play. I'm gonna ink this Cloud Kicker. And we're gonna play double Chicha.
Yep.
And you ink the Fox. I know you have Sisu with the long hair in your hand. A couple other cards. I will quest with the cow. Actually, no. I'll quest with this one, with the Ursula for 1. Oops, sorry. Can you give me 2 lore? For whatever reason, it lowers my lore. And then I'll pass there. Oh yeah, I had to pay for the Chichas, so pay 4 for double Chicha. Chicha lets me draw every time I ink twice. Has support.
2, Inca Goat.
Okay.
Quest for 1, 3. I'll Sisu. Which one goes first?
It's up to you. They both happen.
I'll do Sisu first,
Yeah.
and then I'll use his effect and draw 1.
Okay. So Sisu gets rid of my Ursula.
And I think I'll just pass there.
All right, ready, set, draw. I will draw for a turn. We drew a song. Very interesting, very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and ink my Bruno because there's not really a good Bruno target right now. And I'm gonna play this Donald Duck, which has an ability like Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Play, I get to ink top card exerted. And now that triggers both of my Chichas, so I can draw 2 now. Broken. So that's really nice. So I'll go ahead and I have 3 cards in hand now, and I could potentially do that again next turn. So I'll quest for 1 there, because we're almost at 7. So dang, can you give me a luck? I keep forgetting. And I will have to pass there. Hey, this is some pretty good strat right here. 4 for a rabbit. Ruby Amethyst doing its thing. Quest for 1. Okay.
Last turn.
Sisu coming down pretty soon. You're at 4, not 5. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Do I want to turn off your rabbit cycle? Or do I just not care? Because if I turn off your rabbit cycle, you're still going to have 6 cards in hand next turn, and that doesn't appeal to me. Okay, I'm going to draw every time first. I'm going to ink this Cove, and we're going to play another Donald for 5. And then we're going to use the ability, and we're going to trigger double Chicha, draw 2 more. This deck is broken. Quest for 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you get me to 9? Thank you. You know what? Do we play this Clarabelle? No, we're fine. Yeah, we'll play Clarabelle. Go ahead. We'll play the Clarabelle. Go ahead. We're not afraid of B-Prep. He's not gonna B-Prep us anytime soon. Sisu doesn't come down to at least 2 turns. And we have a way to stop it, so that's really what we're afraid of here. Questing for 2, he's not going to challenge any of the Chichas. It's good for us, I think.
Did I already get my lore? I did, right?
Yes. Okay. Fox bounce. Draw a card. Kill a Chicha. My women. Inca Ruby Chromacon. Snake.
Pass turn.
All right.
I inked already, right?
Yep. We're going to ready, set, draw. We are going to, we have 8. It's a 9. First things first, we're paying 5 to shift this Clarabelle every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to ink this. We're going to play this. We'll look at the top 2. We'll grab that. Put this to the bottom. Okay, so Let It Go is not the best card for that. And then we're just gonna quest for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So can you give me 8 lore, please?
I don't think I can win this.
And at the end of the turn, I get to draw 3 cards. Ooh, and then I will pass there.
Yeah, that's game.
That's GG's. What was your hand? Can I see your hand? No. Okay, no Sisu. No Sisu shift. Just put you on Better Have It. Put you on Better Have It. All right. Next game. Next game. You go first. You go first.
Let's see.
All right. So definitely don't want to keep this big character.
I'm doing 3.
Okay. Don't want to keep this. Actually, I do want to keep this because this is combo. And then this is kind of combo. So I can get rid of this. Get rid of this. Is this necessary? I really want to see the 1-drop. So we'll keep this. This is safe, I think. Or we can just really dig for the 1-drop. Let's really dig for the 1-drop. I'm super down to dig for this 1-drop. Did not see the 1-drop. Unfortunate.
How many did you do?
I did 5.
5? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ink the elephant.
Okay.
Play Olaf, pass turn.
Playing only 1-drop. No 1-drop. Ink of Facilier. And we'll pass.
Let's see.
I wouldn't have wanted to keep the Chicha here anyways. I don't think any of those cards I would have kept would have been worth it. Would have been too greedy to keep Fishbone. No, Fishbone would have been good to keep actually. Maybe you do just keep a Fishbone just in case. Just in case you draw like this. Probably makes sense.
We're gonna ink them snake.
Mhm.
Whoops. No, just quest for 1.
Okay.
Go.
Deck is called Cow Fishing after all. Oh. Sometimes a little rubber ducky. Think this.
Yep.
Play this. Show me the goods.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
You keep forgetting. You need to ink.
I had 2 anyway.
You need to ink. Well, you ink them back to back. But you didn't have 2, Larry.
Oh yeah, I
what's
back
the
to
other?
back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get it. The Thieves also. Oh yeah. Yeah. But you can you ink them back to back. Go ahead. Wait. What was your hand? I'm just kidding. Ink the Thieves.
Oh wait, hold on. I was supposed to quest first with this.
That's fine.
Draw.
Yep. No rule shark in here. We want the best plays possible.
2, 3.
All right. Drop return. We're gonna go ahead and just hit them with it, right? With that 5. Boom. Yeah, I think this. Clarabelle. Play Fishbone.
Yep.
And yeah, we're gonna go fishing over here. Go ahead.
Let's see.
Gone fishing. That's what we're doing. Okay, Ink and Olaf. Play a Wabbit. Wabbit's pretty good. Maybe I should have kept the card. I put it back.
Pass turn.
Okay.
Oh, did I ink? I didn't ink, right?
Yeah, you inked Olaf.
Oh yeah, go.
Okay, I drew return, so I'm gonna ready my cards. Ink Facilier.
Yep.
Ink this.
Yep.
I play double Diablo.
Yep.
And then I'll swing into the Olaf.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Quest.
Okay. Save
This
it.
was on board already, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll quest. We'll go 3. Bounce this, draw.
Nice. The play.
We'll hit there.
The mean. Rabbit bounce. So you quest with Olaf, Maleficent, and Rabbit. Got to 8. You played Fox, bounce it back. Destroyed my Ursula. Okay.
The trade is where that's just gonna gain too much value.
And that's why we hit the Olaf.
Yeah, the hitting the Olaf actually does kind of
Big brain. Big brain.
affect me a little bit. Let's see here. I think we inked this.
Ink Ruby Chrome.
Yeah, and then
Play Cusco.
Cusco here.
Cusco pretty good.
Yeah. Go.
I thought it was gonna be a snake, to be honest. I'll draw for turn. I
I was
will.
thinking of that, but I don't know if that was correct.
I'll Fishbone Quill a card.
Yep.
And then we'll just go 7 for a new reliable.
Oh, okay.
For the
draw
cow. The cow. Well, first of all, I'll trade and kill the Olaf.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll quest for 1. Can you give me a lore?
Yep.
And because I have a cow on the field, I can draw 4.
Yep.
Go ahead. Oh my gosh, this deck is funny. I love this deck. Just draw 4.
See.
But you're at 8 lore. That's very scary for me. So we'll see where this goes. Oh wait. I was supposed to draw for Diablos. On.
Oh yeah.
And then you can decide if you still want a friends, because that was for turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I'll still draw for the friends too.
That's
So,
fine.
Okay, I draw 2 for each one.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay then. Thank you. Now I have options.
Let's see. We're gonna go like this.
So you're gonna ink a broom. Play a rabbit. Okay, I'll draw 2 more for Diablos.
Yeah.
Snake. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Go ahead.
Okay, I will draw for turn. Can you believe I did not draw Under the Sea from that? This is a little unfortunate. But we have to clear some characters for sure. So how do we do this? Okay, so we're gonna ink a cove. And then we're going to play a cove.
Yep.
For 1. We'll move this Diablo to a cove.
Yep.
We'll use this Diablo to hit this Cusco.
I'll draw.
Yep. We're gonna go.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and use the Clarabelle to hit your Fox.
Okay. You take what, 4?
Yeah. Probably should have done this first. See what you have before committing to the cove.
Oh.
Hit the B prep. Hit. Okay, so Sisu, Rabbit, Cusco, Sisu. Yeah, you have 4 Sisus, Rabbit, Cusco. Okay, so it's not like this is the best play anyways. Well, actually it is, because cove, right? Move this Diablo to the cove. And then trade that.
Yep.
I have 3 ink left, but I haven't inked yet, so I'll ink with this. I'm gonna ink this card. So I have 4 ink left to play, and with the 4 ink left, I will play I'll play a Grandma.
Sure.
And we'll use Grandma's ability, and we'll add this card. Oh wait. There you go. And I will pass there.
Draw.
Draw 2. Because of Diablos. I also draw for your turn, by the way.
Well, I don't know
What
why that
the heck?
Alright, and then I'll ink this.
No, my Ursula.
And then I will pass.
Okay, ready all my million cards. Oh my god, my thing is glitching because of the cards. Okay, so
you just right there.
That's so funny. That's hilarious. Okay, so I have too many cards, so I'm just gonna play Hades here and get rid of your Sisu, so you can't shift. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will ink this.
Yep.
I will play another Ursula. Look at your hand. Okay, no other B prep. Good. Just making sure. Do that for the last 3 I have. Fishbone Quill something. At this point, just this. And then I'll quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I said that.
Just play off?
Yeah, 5 I meant. So can you give me the 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Draw for your Diablo.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Hit that.
Kills all
And then I'll
these.
also hit it with this.
Oh yeah.
Or actually, I think with the snake.
Yeah, that's fine. All my men dying. All my Diablos dying.
I think I'll go 3, 4. This.
Yep.
And then I think we'll trade here.
Yep. Kill Clarabelle. Draw.
You Hades me, remember? So I was at 7.
Ah,
and then I go
the
to 8, and then
Hades. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Dolan.
Yep.
Use Dolan's ability.
Mhm.
And then we'll go play Chicha for 2.
Yep.
And then we'll use Fishbone Quill's effect to ink a card.
Mhm.
And I'll draw off Chicha.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna just quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we put him at 11.
11.
Yep. And I have 5 left, so I'll go ahead and use bam. We can talk about Bruno on your Maui. So 1 through 5. From my right to your left. This one. 2. Ooh, hit a Fuens. Alright, go ahead.
Let's see. How many cards do I have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With 13 ink. So you're gonna kill the Hades? Okay, yes, makes sense. Makes sense, because that thing's at like 14 strength. Okay, so trade into the grandma. Oh wow. Sisu kill everything except Dolan. Okay. Pretty good card. Gaston. Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw. Ready. We're gonna start off by playing Let It Go on the Sisu for 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll play Kit for 3 on your Cusco.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Quest for 2, if you don't mind. And then I'll play 3 for Diablo. 1, 2, 3. And then I will just pass there. This is enough pressure. This is enough pressure to secure the bag. You don't gotta go too deep into the B prep that he probably drew into already. No, he doesn't have B prep. He doesn't have the B prep. Maybe we could afford to play a Clarabelle.
Wow.
Let's see.
No stream.
Oh wow, we have Zach Stone in the chat while I'm recording a video, by the way, so.
Wow. This is a recording and then in the recording channel. Good to know.
Yep. Okay, so you go Rabbit from Medusa.
8-inch stream.
Pass turn.
So Cusco. Okay, draw for turn. I will just simply Under the Sea for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Draw 1.
Yeah, you draw 1. I'll quest for 2, so I'll go to 15, if you don't mind. And then I'll play Dr. Facilier. Oh wait, I don't have enough, sorry. Sorry. I will simply play... I'll use Fishbone Close Effect, and I'll ink this card. Just Mystery card. Mystery card. And then... I'll ink a Clarabelle.
Okay.
And then I'll do the 7 for Dr. Facilier.
Okay.
And I'll pass. And then draw for Diablo. Because you can never have enough draw power, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, I just lose.
What's your hand? Show me the goods. No B preps? No more B preps. And that's how you win. With Blue Green Mountain Dew. Oh man, this deck is crazy. This deck is nice. Cow fishing. Cow fish.
Hold on.
Cow. You know what, Zach? I think Zach, you're right. By the way, fishbone quill needs to be in the deck.
I felt like it only made sense.
Yeah.
Like, maybe against aggro, you're just gonna play something else, but like against anything else, you just want fishbone quill.
No. Yeah. It's really good. It's really good to have fishbone quill into 7-drops like Clarabelle. Clarabelle's nuts. But yeah, that's how you win, my goons, with this Clarabelle deck against Rubiam at least. It's a pretty good deck. Blue and green is a good combination this format, I think.
Kevin, let's go again.
I just want to come in and add my 2 cents here. I think Emerald has all the tools needed to be one of the most powerful colors going into this set. A lot of underrated cards like Diablo and Under the Sea are just cards that, you know, I think are just insanely overpowered. And so this is a good way to use them to your full advantage.
Yeah, we can def run it back, Aiden.
I'm gonna play with the aggro deck.
I'll play with the aggro deck. Aggro deck. Aggro deck.
Play with the bag deck. Bag deck. Make me bag deck. What time do you want to record Market Watch tomorrow, Kevin? Talk about Clarabelle doing that.
I have to do some work stuff in the morning, but I'll probably be back by like 12 latest.
All right.
Or if we can record it like at 8 a.m., then that works too. Actually, it's probably better. Let's record at 8 a.m. Let's record at 8 a.m.
Okay. 8 a.m.
Okay. All right.
8 a.m. recording, babe.
Roll the dice.
What do you say?
7.
No. Emily
No
said
way.
I'm banned from being a Lorcana goon.
Ooh, 8.
8.
8. I'll go feist.
What?
All
That's
right.
crazy.
It's looking like we opened up full combo, so we just won. Just kidding. This is good. This is a good combo though. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. All right, chat. So, whoop.
Doing all of it.
You're putting your whole hand back. Okay. I'm gonna put back 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what we're playing against, so I kind of want like a Chicha potentially, or like a Donald, or this is good. This is always a good card, actually. We're going first, so yeah, we'll do that. All right. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. Chicha. So we're going foist. As you can see, our hand's kind of greedy, so we have to do this immediately and just play Diablo and hope for the best. All right, show me the goods. He's playing Hyper Aggro, chat. So he has Broom, Maleficent, Chromacon, Baloo, Pig, Snake, and Donald Duck. All right, go ahead, Mr. Bag. Okay, so we opened up some early game, which is good against this type of deck, because the reason I didn't like the item version is because I feel like it just doesn't respect this aggro deck, because you just kind of lose when you play Popsicle turn 1 instead of playing a 1-drop, I think. If we draw another action, oh yeah, unfortunately we had to ink the action that isn't this one, so drawing another action would be nice. We also play a lot of ramp in this deck, so there's a world where this will get us into the ramp anyways.
We got a Maleficent coming down from the aggro deck now. This is
Inks of
standard turn 1
Donald.
play.
Inks of Donald. Okay, so interesting. We have 2 options. Well, we have to ink this every time, but we can play Chicha and slow roll this game and try and generate some advantage by like going double Chicha next turn, or we can just go ham into this Diablo and start drawing cards. But I think because we're playing against an aggro deck, I want to play more characters, so we're gonna stick to that. We're gonna play this Chicha and we're gonna pass. I don't want to quest. I don't think there's a reason to quest yet, so go ahead, Aiden. So
I think you would quest every time. No?
fine, I'll quest every time. Can you give me one more? All right, quest every time.
The reason why you quest, right, is because this deck has a lot of reach, and so ending the game quicker is still an appropriate game plan. You're not always just trying to stabilize, and honestly, if they're going to spend their turn trading in any way, better for us.
True. That's 100% true. We're gonna get a Ink Broom
What a nice one.
and some pig activity is gonna come down
Yes.
with a Piglet Poo
Yeah.
Pirate Captain.
Pass turn.
Pass turn. Does not quest with the Maleficent. We draw a card. Okay. So, not really what we wanted because we really want to ink. But we have some plays we can do. So we're going to go ahead and ink this Clarabelle. Clarabelle is not that good against this matchup right now. Unless we can shift into it. Because they're going to be able to dump their hand whenever they want. But what we can do is we can play Chicha. And then we can use this one jump on this Chicha. And now both Chichas trigger like we've done before, and we'll draw 2. Very nice. Ooh. Ooh. And we drew some spice. We drew some spice here, chat. We drew some spice here, chat. Because now we can discard the Let It Go we just drew to shift our Diablo. And we can quest for 1. Can you give me a lore, my boy? If you don't.
Yep.
Thank you, my brother. Oh, I didn't even have to sing. Oh no, I did, right? Because I played Chicha. There we go. Okay, and I'll pass. And now I'll draw for Diablo.
Well, let's see here.
All right. So against the aggro matchup, we have like a decent like tempo game going in the beginning with our Chichas and our Diablos. If we could see Kick Cloud Kicker, that'd be really good. Some hitting Cobes would be really nice too in this early game. Let It Go is not too good in this matchup. It's like one of my least favorite cards, but it's still removal. Bruno's a little more ideal. But Let It Go does stop Baloo, which is nice. And cards like that. Okay, so he's gonna ink a Snake play, a Donald for 2 ink. Oh no, 3 ink, I mean.
Give
And-
it to Pooh.
Okay, give it to the pig.
Pooh Pirate.
Okay.
So I'll quest for 6.
Oh wow, okay.
I will pass turn.
And Kevin, you can right click on your card on your character, and it'll say quest. And if you press that, it'll give you the lore.
Oh,
And turn your
nice.
character
Oh
to the
that
side.
that's dope. Thank you so much, Zach. I had no clue. You're crazy. Okay, so we drew some interesting cards here. We have the potential to like there's a couple things we can do, right? We can get rid of this in 2 ways with Cloud Kick'ems. But then we don't have no, we can do both. And we'll draw 2 if we one jump. We get rid of our Let It Go, but I don't like Let It Go in this matchup, so it makes sense anyways. And then we have to get rid of... Yeah, okay, so what we're going to do... We have to sacrifice our Chichas this turn. But they're going to get good trades anyways. So we're going to ink this Let It Go. We're going to play hit Cloud Kicker for 3. Yep, bounce back your Dolan. And then we're going to play Hardcast 1 jump for 2. And then we're going to draw 2 off our Chichas. Oh, it's so good. So good. So good. And then we're going to use Chicha, clear Pig. Diablo, clear that. I'll take 1 damage, and then this Chicha will quest for 1. Can you give me a lore? Oh, actually, sorry. It worked. Cool. And then I will pass. So we're at 6 ink now. We've been able to ramp, draw, and control the board all at the same time against an hyper aggro deck.
You draw off Diablo.
Yeah, thank you. I was about to get to that. So we draw up Diablo. Zach reminded me. Not gonna lie, I've forgotten a couple other times. It's in the video. Very
And
interesting.
then my advice for people, Diablo for kidders, is to always remind yourself at the end of your turn, I'm drawing a card.
Like pretend you're about to do it at the end of the turn, but then do it at the start of their turn.
Be like, pass, I draw for Diablo. And then no one's going to say anything.
Okay, so you're gonna play Pig Turnabug for 3. All right. Okay, so it's not looking like we have any more ramp. Sorry, Chicha's gonna have to slow down a little bit here, but it's fine because Diablo's putting in that work anyways. Plus, we drew another Cloud Kicker, and that's just really good. So we'll bounce that back. Yep. And then we're gonna go ahead and, you know what? We should play another Diablo for 3. And we'll quest for 3. Quest. And then I will simply ink another Diablo and I will pass turn. Draw for Diablo. Shuffle hand. So this is the position you want to be in against these hyper aggro decks. You feel me? 2 for the pig. 1 for Mally. Biting.
Pass turn.
They're gonna pass turn there. We draw. They have 3 cards in hand. We can potentially play some big characters, but we just want to go wide against his matchup, so we're gonna play Grandma for 4. We'll use the Grandma's effect. Ooh, we're definitely adding this card because we need removal is always nice to have against a deck like his. If we'll take all the removal we can get against scary Hyper Aggro, and we'll quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, that's not right. I played Grandma this turn. Okay, there you go. So 10, and then I have 3 left, so I'll play that. And I'll ink the Clarabelle. We don't need Clarabelle right now. We'll pass.
Wait, did you quest for 4 or 5?
I quested for 5. 1 with these, Oh, you're right. Should have been 4. Should have been 4.
9, okay.
Yes. So... Oh, no, this is Diablo, too.
Oh, it wasn't. So
Yeah. Sorry about that. And then I'll draw 2 for Diablos.
Let's see. Let's go. Quest for 1. Draw. Okay. Let's go.
Ooh, here comes the Daisy. 3 for the Donald.
On this one, the pool.
Yep.
So I'll quest for 2, 6.
Yep, so 12. Very scary.
Go ahead.
Alright, draw for turn. Under the sea? No, under the sea. We drew this guy, though. Item or location. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pay 5 for... don't talk about Bruno on the Daisy. Every time. I'm gonna... the dice right here. So from my right to your left. 1 through 4.
Yep.
This one. Ooh. Oh, oops. Get that Daisy out of here. Get that Daisy out of here, son. Okay, so Grandma into your Dolan.
Yep.
Grandma destroyed Dolan. We'll go Kit. Oops. Sorry. Kit into the Mally. And then we'll go Chicha trade.
Okay.
Good old fashioned Chicha trade. We'll quest for 1, 2, 3. So I'll go to 13. And then I'll go Chicha Diablo for 3. Alright, Goat Baloo Donald. Is that enough? Go ahead. I'll draw 2 for this Diablo. Did I forget to hit this Diablo? That's hilarious. Whatever. Pretend like that didn't happen.
Hold on. You have 7 on board right there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have 8. This is lethal.
Yeah, I can't.
This is lethal, chat. There you go. That's how we take on the Hyper Aggro.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first though. Alright, let's see if we can win. Let's see if we can win going second. Definitely want to keep early game cards. This card's really bad against Hyper Aggro. It doesn't do anything.
I'm gonna keep this
Ursa
hand.
Deceiver. You're gonna keep that hand? That's scary. Yeah, I'll keep this. I'll keep these 3. I'm gonna put back 4. Okay.
Okay.
Not terrible. Not my favorite. Chicho with Ursula is actually not a bad combo, but Mally.
House.
Draw for turn. We're gonna ink this Facilier because he's so far away, and we're gonna play this Clarabelle. Go ahead.
When you play this character, maybe to banish an item.
Yep. Banish an item. Not relevant right now.
Let's go.
But soon, it could be relevant.
Go. Oh wait, no, sorry. Oh, you could just quest, huh? Quest.
Yep.
And then
Into library. Yeah. Alright. Fox. Library Fox. Library Fox. Library Fox.
let me see.
Chicha, let it go, Clarabelle.
I'm gonna play Lilo,
Okay.
and I'm gonna befuddle that.
Oh, okay. That hurts. Oh
I'll
man.
pass turn.
Yeah, that's like forbidden combo right there, dude. I don't think I can. Okay, so Ink Fishbone because against aggro matchups it's just bad, and we'll just play a Chicha and we'll pass.
Okay. So what I'll do here is ink this.
Yep.
A quest for 4. Oh wait, I could just do this. I'll summon this. I'll befuddle that,
Oh my gosh.
and I'll pass turn.
Okay. That's a little ridiculous. Okay, so the winning play, I think, is to ink this and play this and this.
Sure.
No. It might actually. It's gonna play that. Bounce back here, Lilo.
Sure.
Go ahead. Alright, let's see. That's for 1. Oh no, that's scary. Quest for
Give
3.
it to this one, 3.
Yeah, oh, it's.
And then, well, before I quest, I'm gonna use my broom.
Yeah, it's fine.
Then I'm gonna quest. 1,
Dang.
2, 3.
That's why I wanted to save the kit because of the Donald.
And
It's so
then-
problematic. 13.
Thinking, hold on.
4.
Oh, that can't die here. If I ink that, what is that? 2, 4, 14.
So I have one line. It's gonna be this combo piece right here. Wombo combo. We're just gonna go for it.
Okay, let's just do this.
Okay. Oh wow.
Pass turn.
Daisy. So I know Lilo in hand, I believe. Okay.
I think the
So
Lilo is better.
in Clarabelle, and we're just gonna play Chicha, Clarabelle, and we'll quest for 1.
Yep.
Go ahead. All right, we're praying. 2, 4, 5. I got it. 1 jump ahead. It's not a card I can put to my hand off the Daisy's effect. So you quest for Daisy. So yeah, they're 12. Oh no, 12 after that.
Did I increase already, Zach? Did you see?
You were at 10 before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so 12, yeah.
Oh wait, no, because it would have said it right here
Where?
on the chat. No, no, it doesn't say it when you do it.
No, it's not a log.
Okay, whatever. So 2. Let's go 3. So 15.
Oh no, it actually does say right there because it says bag quested with Lilo making a wish.
Yeah, but it's when I
added
quest
2
with
lore.
it. You have to right click it. I didn't right click on.
Oh okay. Oh okay.
Pass turn.
That's your play. All right.
Mhm.
Time to get punished.
Under the sea.
And Clarabelle.
Mhm.
Shift Clarabelle. Sing
Yep.
under the sea with my
Yeah.
men. And we'll quest for 1.
Yep.
Go ahead. All right. So we're still in this game. We'll see what happens. Turnabog.
Pass turn.
Okay. Okay. Ready, set, draw. What do we do? Can we let him get there? I think we can. Okay, let's see. Let's think. Let's really think about this. No, we can let him. We'll play these 2.
Okay.
And we'll quest for 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, 4. 4.
4. Why?
Clarabelle,
4. Yeah,
4.
Clarabelle's 4. Yeah, sorry. Quest for 4. Yep. Go to 16. Draw your card. Draw your pathetic cards. Oh no, that's insane. That card's crazy. Gain 2 lore, gathering knowledge and wisdom. You have 1 card in hand? What is it? Oh my gosh. Play for 3.
Mhm.
Quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to 10. Go ahead. Come on, dude. Come on, please, bro.
Are you serious?
Yes, we're
Oh,
serious.
no, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Is it double fist snake? Oh, it's okay. Okay. He said, "Are you?" That's perfect.
Go.
All right, let's do this. Come on, new pair of shoes, baby. All right, that's what we like to see. Kick, cloud kicker off
Mhm.
the top. Bounce this back. We're gonna sing this, let it go.
Okay.
Quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to 15. Broken. Go ahead. Draw
You
for
draw a card
Diablo.
off,
Draw
then
Dia-
draw a Clarabelle. And then Diablo.
yeah, and then Diablo.
Yeah, that's game.
He didn't draw power? You didn't draw power?
No.
We 2-0 to the Hyper
I shouldn't
Aggro.
have summoned those two.
Yeah, you should have summoned both. You should have summoned just one. One of them
Yeah.
would have been enough to beat me because I didn't have enough removal for both.
100%. We just play one.
But I mean, either way, you know, good games. So in conclusion, my Lorcana Goons, that is how you play green, blue, mid-range cow fishing. This is a deck that I think has a lot of potential this format. I'm going to take it to locals. I might even take it to the Vegas DLC. Who knows? We'll see. But like I've been saying, I do like this version just a little bit more than the Tamatoa Lucky Dime version because it does let you play a lot better into your early game. And right now, it's looking like we're in a very fast meta. A lot of people are playing the Daisy Duck Hyper Aggro deck. We're still seeing a lot of Ruby Amethyst dominate the formats, and I just want to have cards in my deck to be able to contest those matchups, and not necessarily cards that are a bit slower like Popsicle, Flavorsham, Lucky Dime, Tamatoa. I feel like if I am going to play those types of strategies, I need to play heavy removal like Ruby or Steel, and with the Emerald package, I'd rather play some of the more broken cards like Kit, Cloud Kicker. We don't talk about Bruno, Diablo, etc. What I hope you learned a little bit about this deck, about how to play mid-range cow fishing. Please test it out yourselves. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know your opinions. Let me know if there's any card choices that you would change that are different than mine. You know, I feel like I'm not the worst player in the game, you know, but I can always be wrong about card choices. Maybe there's some secret spice that you guys have tried that I have not. So please let me know in the comments. Join our Discord as well. I've been talking about this deck and a bunch of other decks that I build and post in our Discord. And follow us on Twitter so you can see me post wacky deck lists like this one as well. But until then, stay tuned to Lorcana Goons, and we'll see you goons next time.